And
Hi.
Cult5ive, how you doing?
I'm doing good today. How are you?
I'm so good.
Candice.
I'm so good.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. You were on Pop the Balloon, if anybody hasn't seen the first episode.
I was, yeah.
Julian was on first episode of Pop the Balloon.
Hi, guys.
So Julian, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't you tell me about you? Tell me about your...
For everyone who doesn't know me, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, hi, my name is Julian Grezla. I am also known as Cult5ive. I am a rap and rock artist. And yeah, I also make vlogs on YouTube. And I've been on Pop the Balloon with Candice.
Yeah. So what genre? Do you want to break it down?
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
So the type of music that I make is specifically emo rap music and punk grunge rock music. So I make like heavy and exciting rap music and like dark and gritty, kind of like you could say like Nirvana style rock music.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I did dabble a little bit.
Yeah.
After you came on Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got a cool
thank you.
thing
I
going
appreciate
on.
you.
Of
Appreciate you
course.
checking out my music.
Of course. And why did you decide to come on today?
Well, I saw an interview you did with Ivo.
Yeah.
New Saints is also his name.
It was impromptu.
Yeah. But it was really good. I appreciated watching that, and I thought, wow, like they did such a great interview, and I wanted to also get to do something with you, get to talk with you more formally, being off of the YouTube TV show that we did. And yeah, I really liked the topics that y'all talked about, and I really liked just how y'all went about doing the interview. And I was like, yeah, I want to be a part of this.
Okay, I love that. So then let's just jump right into it.
Yeah.
So my first question for you is, in the industry, do you feel like competition is very, very competitive, or do you feel like a lot of people are kind of a little bit lazy, not really doing what they need to be doing, and you feel like you can kind of rise to the top pretty quick?
That's a great question. So for me personally, I don't look at anyone as competition. I feel like that's stupid and selfish.
Okay.
And you're putting yourself down and hindering yourself more than you are allowing yourself to grow and evolve as a person.
Yes.
So I don't personally like to have competition or look at it as competition. But between everyone else, I would say, yeah, like you can definitely notice it. Maybe there's people who had the same opinion as me, but definitely there's ego, there's competition, everyone wants to get in with whatever someone else is doing. You know, they're looking at the other side of the grass.
100%. And do you feel like you work better in like a group of people, or do you work better alone?
It depends on the project. Like I'm more than capable of working with other people, but I have to have a good reason to. Otherwise, you know, I've been doing this alone. I've been doing this alone for a while, and I've always preferred doing it alone.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
What are some projects that you would specifically like to collaborate on? Like just with anyone, just like what's something that you feel like requires a collaboration and makes it a bit better?
Making videos. Yeah, I love to make videos by myself and get to do stuff, you know, having that creative freedom. But it's always more fun to watch a video when you have a group of friends who are all, you know, in on it together. Everyone knows how to at least slightly make a video, and everyone is like a part of the event, you know?
Okay.
That's what I love to see about vlogs that I watch and what I want to do more of.
So when you're writing songs, what is your creative process like?
Well, that's funny. I don't actually write songs. I freestyle everything that I make.
You freestyle everything?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
All at the top of my head. I used to be really heavy into like proper freestyling where, you know, you just throw on a beat and just start making up shit off the top of your head. And from there, I grew into making that the style of music that I make. Like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, or Juice WRLD are some prominent artists who freestyle everything they make. Yeah. So that's how I like to make my music too.
I love that. That's it just shows a level of intelligence.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I mean, not that writing lacks intelligence, but the ability to be able to improv is really important. I think
it's poetic.
Yeah, it is very poetic.
It takes a different type of skill. Like it's
100%.
To not downplay someone's skill for writing. I mean, Tupac was a very, very good writer and very, very good about what he does. Same with some other artists. But like it feels more raw. Like I'm telling a story to you versus, you know, I have to like format it first, you know?
I hear you. I also wonder if there was one song that you wish you could have wrote, what would it be?
Money Longer by Lil Uzi Vert.
Why?
Because that song is absolutely insane. Like the way that the song was produced, the way that the song sounds, and just watching Uzi perform that one on stage, like I would have loved to be the one to get to do that every single time, you know?
Okay, I love that. And then in terms of performance, do you like, how do you prep for a performance? Because you've done a couple, right? Yeah.
I've kind of just been always a spur of the moment type of person. Like how I started off performing was going to open mics, and when you go to open mics, you don't get a chance.
It takes a lot of nerve.
Yeah, and you don't get a lot of chance to prep and prepare for it. Okay. You don't get a sound check. You don't get to rehearse your lyrics. You have to do that all by yourself. So I had to learn over time, building up the different skills. But how I prep is I always like to just think about it like it's just a party. I'm going to a party. I'm going to hang out with a bunch of people and get to be me in the way that I feel the best, being silly up on stage performing.
I love that. And if someone were to jump in your DMs for a collab, who would you want it to be?
Artist wise, I would have to say probably Future. I want to make more Future Pluto Hendrix.
I love that.
I want to make more trap songs and more songs that have that like more bouncy stuff. Like you could hear it at a club type. Yeah.
So why emo?
Why emo?
Yeah.
Personally, that's just how I would describe the style. It's very raw. It's very loud and emotional, and that's kind of why it's called emo in the first place. It's emotional, but I don't even know if anyone else would really consider it that, to be honest. It's just the style has that kind of tone to it, I feel like.
Okay, I hear you. Is there any local artists that you want to collab with that you haven't yet, that you've been kind of like had your eye on?
Not currently, no. I've just like recently started into DMing people to talk about collabs and try to make songs with them, but there's a lot of I don't knows, a lot of ego, like we've been talking about, a lot of stuff to it. So I'm seeing where it goes slowly.
So, and do you think people that have a lot of ego, I think ego is necessary, like when you're coming out into the world, showing your talent.
To an extent, like having confidence, though.
Yeah, having confidence, but you do need a tiny bit of ego. It's just, how high does that ego
Be proud of yourself,
Yeah. Do you think that there is too much ego in the industry right now?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. I mean, shit, in any industry, there's a lot. Yeah. I feel like there needs to be less.
No, I hear you for sure. What's your favorite social media platform?
Oh, Instagram by far.
Instagram. I'm an Instagram girly too. Like I just don't love TikTok. I feel like I just kind of go scroll.
I love TikTok. TikTok is something that I love watching because it feels like you're watching TV when you're on it. But I grew up with Instagram, and that's where I found all of my favorite celebrities. And
are you a Facebook guy?
No, not at all.
No, I don't like.
Facebook.
Facebook. I don't like Facebook at all. Yeah. Do you believe that the industry is hypersexualized in 2026?
100%. Yeah.
Okay. And do you feel that it helps the industry or it inhibits artists?
It depends on how and who is being, sexualized in the industry. I feel like there's moments where it can be really good, but at the same time, for the most part, and how it's going right now, it's 100% hindering the industry.
Okay. And do you think that the same levels of hypersexualization transfer to men, or do you believe it's just women?
No, I feel like right now it's definitely been more about women. Like it's always been about women and sexualizing women, and especially coming from, the era of like having Playboy be one of the biggest things and Marilyn Monroe, like going back from that time, you know what I'm saying? From then up until now, it's always been a thing, and it's I mean, obviously there's been points in time where men have displayed that, like looks maxing that trend.
Well, that's what I mean. I just feel like men are kind of coming out of the woodworks recently. I feel like men are really sexualizing themselves, whether it's like the gym,
definitely selfies, like showing off your body, and then even guys, the provocative way that men are dancing now too, and stuff like that. I do feel like men are starting to sexualize themselves quite a bit as well. Definitely. But like there's still a culture around men's sexualization where it's, I'm doing this for the benefit of myself. I want to show up as like this big, strong guy. Whereas when it comes to women, it's always been about her body, about like how her figure shape, how she looks, like the type of makeup she wears, stuff like that. It's very much so physical in the wrong way compared to men.
No, I completely agree. I do. But I just noticed that it's definitely trending.
Oh, 100%. Fuck yeah.
Like big time.
Yeah.
So, do you believe that people can reinvent themselves?
100%.
Yeah. How many times have you reinvented yourself?
I mean, through the course of being an artist, probably twice now.
Nice.
I used to go by a different stage name, YSK Whiteout, and that was
YSK Whiteout?
yeah. I don't
want I want to know. Give me the tea.
Honestly, the YSK part doesn't mean anything. I wish I had something that it meant, but it never did. And the Whiteout part came from being like just trying to come up with a rap name in general. Like I was stupid, 17 years old in high school, and with a group of my friends going like, guys, what should my rap name be? And you know, I was
YSK.
Yeah. And that's where the Whiteout part came from.
That's hilarious.
Just something that was thrown off the top.
You get a lot of flack for your tattoos. Can you tell me the meaning behind the one on your neck?
Yeah, for sure. So I got made fun of recently on
Pop the Balloon
on my episode for this tattoo.
Yeah,
and
you're getting cooked.
Flamed, absolutely. Yeah. What it means is it's a self-reflection of me.
Yeah.
So it's a representation of how I feel about myself sometimes when I look in the mirror in the morning.
Okay.
So sometimes I see myself and I don't look how I feel like I'm supposed to look. Like my personal interpretation is just off, and sometimes it'll change throughout the day, and it's like it's not due to, I feel like it's kind of like a disassociation thing. Yeah. If you know anything about that. Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit a part of that. And I just wanted to get a tattoo to represent myself and, you know, have like a reminder that the moment passes. So
honestly, I don't hate it. I've seen a lot of different tattoos on people that like lot of people would say are like kind of wild, but it goes with the person. Like I feel like it really adds to someone's like outward expression.
No, 100%. Yeah.
I don't hate it. So.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like my tattoo.
A lot of flack, though,
I do. My comments on Instagram are absolutely terrible when it comes to this tattoo. Like,
God.
People flame the fuck out of me.
Yeah, whatever. Don't worry about them.
Yeah.
So what level of success do you see yourself attaining or are you striving for?
Man, I mean, I want to be a huge artist. I want to be famous, of course. Like anyone else.
Can you handle being like chased around?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Do you remember the time that Justin Bieber's mom got like trampled in an airport or something? No. You don't remember that story?
I remember he
like canceled so many shows because of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I remember the moments where he, like his bad TMZ moments where he'd be like on camera and people would like harass him with the cameras.
Can you handle that though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you sure?
100%. Yeah. Not to say that I got an edge on Justin, but I have.
Okay.
I have some experience already dealing with stuff like that. I used to be a camp counselor, and so I understand what it's like handling a group of kids. Yeah. Like youngins.
But it's different when it's like a whole different age group of like a lot of people.
That's true. Like 17 to 45.
You're like on a date.
On my ass.
Yeah, you're like on a date. There's someone in the background in a bush like taking pictures of you and your girl. Like it's a lot.
100%. Yeah. I feel like that's partly due to how celebrities haven't set up those standards though for themselves. Like when it comes down to it, you have your own fan base and they have to understand how to respect you. And if you don't set up those boundaries, like, okay, we had COVID recently, so everyone understands stay 5 feet distance away from me.
No, not everybody understands that. I be in the lineup at like Dollar Tree and there's like somebody breathing over my neck. And like, yo, but
then I feel like that's more so on me. Okay, there's some instances definitely that you can't get away with it. Like what are you gonna do if you're on a bus, right? Yeah. But if I set up the rule right now with everyone that, hey, you got to stay 5 feet away from me. If you want to come up to me and meet me, you got to show me the respect of like you would your friend, or you know, you would maybe like a store clerk. You would ask for permission to walk up to them, and those are the kind of things that.
But I feel like people have different motives. You know what I mean? Like if you're thinking about a photographer that's getting a photo to get paid, you know what I mean? They don't care about your personal boundaries.
True, but they also have a job to do, you know, and like to an extent, if they cross the line,
they're not going to ask you. Wait, if they cross the line and you push this guy or throw him a punch.
Wow, I'm not going to do anything physically.
But lots of artists get to that point of frustration.
That's true.
And then they do lash out, and then the next thing you know, they're catching a charge.
Yeah, that's true. But just as equally, they can catch a charge too, because to an extent, harassment is harassment. So
it just depends, I guess, on your level of control as well.
That's true.
But there's a lot of people, especially guys too. Girls get upset too. Like they just kind of lose control 100%. Because it's constantly just
shit that's happened to Paris Hilton, fucking
Kim K. So let's get into the juicy stuff.
I'm all for it.
Julian, what kind of girls you like?
I mean, I like all types. I like all flavors. I don't really have one kind of person that I would go after.
Okay, so I did ask you this on Pop the Balloon, but maybe you had a bit more time to think about it.
Maybe
what's like one thing a girl has to have in order for you to like commit? Trait, it could be physical, or it could be like personality.
Hella ass. No. But I would have to say it would have to be how she holds herself, like that, and the kind of job she has. Like a 100% for me is if she is a musical artist or she's a vlogger.
But that's similar to you.
Exactly.
But you don't like anything on the opposite side of the spectrum?
See, I've been more of a dater than I've been anything else, like hooking up culture, anything like that. Like I've been someone who has always tried to go for my wife or wives. Like I've been in a place where that's always been what I wanted. And after learning kind of what I want in a woman, it's always been, I want someone who is similar to me. I can't be the type to fuck with someone who, can't travel as much as I do, or can't keep up with my lifestyle. It's hard to do long
distance for sure.
Yeah. Going to parties and networking with people, or like being in interviews, or shit, even just being at a show. Yeah. Shows can go from 20 minutes to 3 hours. Yeah. And like, if you aren't prepared to be backstage for that long or on stage with me.
But you don't think that like sometimes a level of separation in a connection or relationship?
Oh no, fuck yeah. That's a great thing. I believe that. But if you guys
are doing like the exact same thing all the time, not the exact, like maybe if they're like a vlogger and artist, they're doing different things, but obviously those worlds are going to come together.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying we're going to tour together. I'm saying like if she is doing what she's doing and she's happy doing it, absolutely. As long as it's in the same field as me, so we can keep up with each other.
But you don't think that that would spark some type of like competitive environment?
No.
But what if you're getting less views than she's getting?
Oh, I don't
care. Or she's getting more offers than you're getting in the industry?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care?
No, because at the end of the day,
wait until it happens to you.
I mean, that's true.
Because even when you're in a connection and you're with somebody, you're still separate people.
Yeah.
Like you still want to attain your own goals.
Yeah.
And then if you see your girl maybe doing a little bit better than you, I'm not saying that you necessarily have to get jealous, and all people do, but I am saying that there is very real chance of it.
I feel like it depends though. Like if I'm being jealous over her for her opportunities, that's showing weakness in myself in the way that
110%.
Yeah. Because at that point, that's on me. I'm not putting in the work. Like working in the entertainment industry in general, it's all personal business. Yeah. So to have competition with another person is stupid. To have competition with the person you want to be with forever is even more stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Good answer.
Yeah. I'll leave that there. I'll let y'all decide what I mean.
Okay. And who is your dream girl? So again, let's go back to those DMs.
Sure.
If you caught a DM from the girl of your dreams, who would it be?
I mean, I don't know. There isn't anyone like specifically off the top of my head.
No?
No, I wouldn't say right now. No. I would just love to see someone who is in the similar place to me, being someone who hits me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind hitting someone up, but I wouldn't mind being hit up either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like being hit online though? Like, I just feel like I'm a more personal person. Like for me personally, I like to meet someone in person because you get like that in-person vibe. You get to see them in real life because everybody has like their own aura and stuff like that. Yeah. So when you're online, I just feel like it kind of ruins the build-up to the in-person.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean? Because then you get in person, it's like you've talked about so many things, and now you're in person and you don't know what to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So to answer your question, I mean, sure. I don't really mind either way. Like there is moments where I would much rather prefer seeing someone in person because like you said, you get to meet someone and you get to like interact with them a little bit, and you get the moment where it makes it feel more natural to have that. Hey,
and the
saw you after the show
energy is real, guys. A lot of people are like, energy.
Yeah,
but energy is real. Like if you feel an off feeling, like especially women, like distrust and then intuition is big on like as well. Like you kind of you're able to
100%. You see it in their eyes. You feel it in the way that they act.
Their body language. The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
So I just think that in person is just the way to go.
Yeah.
But
I'm more of a slow burn person entirely, though.
Yeah.
Like, I would much rather build it up from a friendship over anything. Because, like,
really,
yeah.
See, I like every a lot of people say they're like, oh yeah, friendship first, da 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 da. But for me, I just don't love that idea. I think if you've established a friendship with someone, I feel like that's exactly what it is.
Maybe not.
How do you go backwards from that?
Like maybe let me rephrase then. I wouldn't say like friendship in the traditional sense where you're like best friends. Like then yeah, it feels like awkward. It comes to that point where you know like way too much about them, and there's like that level of trust that is only as a friend. That's not the type that I'm talking about. I'm talking more so like when you have at least a level of communication established where you feel comfortable with each other, and like it starts in a way where you're chummy, I guess is the best way to put it.
I just feel like that's more of like a talking stage. Like for me, that's not like friends. I feel like when people say friends, it's an established
that's just always what I've called it. Yeah.
But if you're just kind of like in the talking stage and kind of seeing if you mesh and want to be romantic, I don't think that's creating a friendship.
No,
When people say friends first, I feel like actual friends. Like you guys have hung out on a platonic level. You know, maybe you guys work together and have worked together for a period of time.
I mean, that does tend to work out sometimes too, but it's just like the comfortability with that person after the fact.
I don't know. For me, I feel like if I've established that you're a friend, like
you're safe. I'm gonna leave you over here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really.
Yeah, because you don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah, you don't want to switch back and forth because once I've got it in my head, like I feel like you're a friend.
Yeah.
There's the boundaries go up.
I'm kind of the type of person where I categorize that. Like I have, because I'm also someone who's way better at being friends with women than I am better at being friends with men, just like how I interact with people. And so when it comes down to that, I've never had this problem necessarily. And that's why I'm fine with saying friends turned into romantic, because my female friends who are just strictly friends, they know that it's already been established and it's always been that. Like I have no sexual attraction to them. I have no physical attraction to them past being like, you're safe and comfortable for me to hang out with. And like I'm big on communication. So that's already been like established. And then for those females who I want to be friends with to get to the next level, it's like it's more so it insists upon itself. Like it's hinted.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the OnlyFans culture?
Oh, I'm completely fine with it.
You're fine with it?
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Would you date an OnlyFans girl?
Absolutely. Shit. I would have an OnlyFans myself.
I'm not even hating on OnlyFans girls. Like I actually have a couple friends who do OF and like I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
I just feel like a lot of people, like a lot of men, they're just like, oh no, I wouldn't date an OnlyFans girl. But I do feel like a lot of them would. They just won't say it out loud.
It depends. Like, okay, doing content with another partner is where I would sort of draw the line to an extent, because there's a difference between being a porn star and an OnlyFans model. An OnlyFans model is more intimate, it's more personal. You have to set everything up yourself. Whereas a porn star is an actress or an actor who is set up with a proper agency. They run through a channel where they meet actual people who get tested. They have proper guidelines.
Which is important, by the way. Like, hookup culture today is crazy, and y'all are just running around and not getting tested. Like, please get tested, you guys.
Absolutely. Be safe, you know.
Be safe. Like,
wear a rubber.
Because, I don't know, numbers came out in Texas, and they were talking about like the level of like gonorrhea and STIs that are going
talking
around.
About that, I went to this thing called the Taboo Show, and they were talking about how Banff is the syphilis capital of Canada.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that scared me.
No, but isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Hookup culture is crazy.
It is.
And like again, like no one's getting tested, so y'all be careful out there.
And that's
be careful out there, y'all.
And that's why like I can appreciate the job of being a porn star and being an OnlyFans model, because like if you're an OnlyFans model, you're on that route to being, you know, in that place where you either want to or like you're doing it personally for yourself. And for anyone who works with a partner in that style, I probably wouldn't date them, but I would date anyone who does solo content, stuff that's like for them, they're building up to like make that choice to either step into more adult content in that way, or like keep it just to like, this is my business, doing it for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how do you feel about men who consume OnlyFans content?
I mean, you know, I'm a guy, so I've been around. But
he's been around.
I think it's like to each their own, you know, like I'm not gonna act like I haven't watched stuff like that before, but I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't bring that into my relationship.
Yeah,
that's where I draw the line. Like,
yeah, I'm not a hater. Like, you know, people use their resources.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
So that's fine. I mean, and like the girls are making some money. Like I can't knock the hustle. You know, I definitely can't knock the hustle. I mean, it's not for me. It's not something I would do. But
it's the difference between business and pleasure, though. Once you bring it to your personal life,
yeah, no, I don't think I couldn't date a guy who was on OF. Like I think. I don't know. But I can't say never, you know. I mean, I'm currently in a relationship, but you just never know. I mean, you can't help who you fall in love with. People think they have this idea of who they need to fall in love with or they want to fall in love with. And then you find out that you fall in love with someone who's the complete opposite of what you thought.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, if it works out, it works out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe that jealousy is a normal part of a relationship or it's toxic?
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I feel like it's always good to be a little bit jealous because otherwise, you know, why are you even in the relationship? Like
110%. I just feel like if you're not a little bit jealous, like, do you love me at all?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want you to want me is really 100%. What it's about.
Like, I literally need you to be like, I am the whole world. And exactly. If I'm not the whole world, then you don't really like
and
me.
Not even in like a toxic kind of way or like in a bad way, but like, if like there's a difference between being crazy jealous where it's like stalk you outside your house and
like
shit
stalking or like violence or anything like that, like that stuff's inappropriate, obviously.
That's where the line is drawn.
That's where the line's drawn, but I just feel like, you know, if I'm having a chat with someone that's not you, you should be like
at least a little bit.
A little bit.
Because, you know, or like that's also if a guy in a relationship isn't necessarily feeling jealous at least a little bit, then it's kind of a red flag as well, because if you aren't capable of like, you know, wanting to make sure that your woman is safe or like your partner is safe in general, just to keep it generalized, that shows like a lack of interest, a lack of empathy, a lack of interest in that person. And
then I mean, women, we're emotional creatures, so if we're not jealous a little bit, then
it's like
like I don't know, I again, like not on a wild level, but like a little bit of jealousy is definitely helpful. I mean, healthy and necessary.
It could be helpful too, don't get me wrong. You know, sometimes because like you want to protect your person, you want to be about them, and like if my partner is getting hit up at the bar and I'm not fully aware of that, like I'm just watching a conversation happen, especially since like working in a job where socializing is a very big part of it,
very big, I
have to be aware of that. And same, like if I'm talking to another woman and it's like starting to go a different direction, you know, due to whatever, that's something that I would want my woman to be on top of as well.
So I wonder, do you like it when a woman creates a little bit of tension in the relationship? Like maybe she's like picking at you, picking a little bit of a fight, like nothing wild again, like this is very like light things, like, but maybe she wants a little bit of attention and she's just kind of poking at you. Do you like that kind of stuff? Or do you
I don't mind someone who's bratty, don't get me wrong. That's perfectly fine with me, but it depends on what they want. Like depends on what they're doing. Like if you're going out of your way to try and flirt with someone else, that's kind of fucked up.
No, but I don't mean like flirting. I mean like with you, like creating tension with you.
Like little arguments.
Fun.
Absolutely.
Kind of make you kind of chase her down.
Keep me on my toes a little bit.
You like a little bit? Yeah. Okay.
I don't mind.
There are some guys who are just like, nah. Like
I mean like after a while it comes to a point where like you get tired of it. But like if you can't have that excitement and energy in a relationship, you know, like there's calm types of people, there's energetic types of people, but for me, I like it when you can keep me on my toes a little bit, but don't like bully me. Like the fuck was
don't bully.
You don't gotta do all that, but like, you know,
don't bully me.
But like, you know, you can poke fun.
Be a nice lady.
Like
And what does toxic masculinity mean to you?
When a man goes out of their way to act like everything they do is right, like that's something that I've noticed is it's when because I'm the man, my opinion matters the most, and you know, like I'm supposed to be the best at survival, so like I can when it comes to handling situations, like listen to me because I should just know how to do it anyways, you know, like sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like that we can say like that, like but like overly in a disruptive way where it's like cutting people off or standing on their opinion and not taking anyone else's advice, or also being bad at taking like constructive criticism, stuff like that.
So how would you define masculinity then?
Honestly, masculinity
Before it becomes toxic.
Masculinity isn't anything more than just like being a man, like the male gender. That's it. Same with like femininity. There isn't, I mean, okay, so there's an extent to like what that means and how to dress, but like if we're talking just like genetics wise, biology, no, it's just you're a man, you're a woman. That's defined as how that's defined. Well, Candice, you've been asking me a lot of questions as of this entire interview. So, you know, I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sure,
you know,
go ahead.
Because you've been such a great host and having me on.
Of course.
So, what got you into Pop the Balloon? Like, what got you into wanting to make reality TV shows and stuff like that?
First of all, I love the concept.
Yeah.
I'm not single now, but when I was single,
yeah,
I was dating online and stuff like that. Obviously, you meet people in person too, but I was a lot online.
Yeah.
And I hated it. I thought it really sucked. I felt like people were disingenuous. They weren't really showing themselves authentically, even right down to the pictures.
Yeah, of course.
Know?
I mean, shit.
So then, I mean, I was sitting here and I was watching TV, YouTube, and I seen Pop the Balloon, and I was like, this is great. Yeah. Like, I'm such a romantic that I love the idea of allowing people to have a safe space to meet someone and then possibly spiral off into future love.
You definitely did that.
Yeah, which is great. So the concept is great. So I was like, let me just try it out here. I noticed that there wasn't one really in Western Canada.
Yeah, that's true.
I did see one in Toronto, though. I think I seen two in Toronto. Really? Yeah. But I kind of wanted to branch out and bring it to Western Canada, BC, and Alberta, as well as Saskatchewan, Manitoba, that's really cool. If y'all are down. I do travel. So if people are interested in putting together like a lineup or they're interested in applying and I can create a lineup, then I will go to different places.
That's really cool. Yeah, we have really nothing going on in Calgary, and like with how things develop here. I mean, everyone from Calgary who gets like slightly famous decides to move out to LA and stuff like that. So the fact that you took the time to do something here, I think is really cool.
Yeah, and I've got a lot of things on the go as well. There's going to be more things coming out soon.
Yeah.
So everybody keep your eyes out for that.
Anything you can talk about?
Not right now. Okay. I'm just kind of keeping everything on the low until we launch. Yeah. There's going to be some new stuff in July for sure. But I just love the dating idea. I think love is important. Everybody needs love. Of course. And if I can facilitate a safe space for people to meet and genuinely find a connection. I mean, not everybody finds a connection. That's
true. I didn't find a connection.
That's just the name of the game. But I do let people come on like a couple different times if they're interested in it. I have had repeats. People who come on, they love the show. They think it's super fun. Like, how did you feel about the show?
I had a lot of fun being on. Like, it was great to get to meet everyone and get to, you know, actually like, it wasn't as set up as it might seem on camera and on TV. It's more like
fun vibes.
It was fun. Like hanging out backstage with the rest of the guys, we just talked, got to know each other. And then like once I went up and had my turn to talk to the beautiful women, like it was just literally, I just pitched myself. I was just there like, hey, I'm me. I'm doing this, you know? And
I feel like everybody that we've had on the show so far has been like great people, you know? And it's good networking and stuff like that.
I got to make a lot of friends with not just the ladies, but also the guys afterwards. And they were really cool. Like,
No, I love that. One thing we're actually going to be starting soon is Pop the Balloon watch parties and then after party. Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be so awesome.
Some like Love Island shit.
Yeah, because even the last 2 episodes, we had a watch party both times.
Yeah.
Like, when I went to Edmonton, there was a girl, she had her sister there, and then another guy brought like a couple of friends. Like there was like a whole watch party.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're like, well, let's just do an after party.
You can do that on TikTok Live as well and like stream it for people.
Yeah, like soon.
Yeah.
We're in the beginning stages, so you already know what it is. Yeah, we're just kind of starting out. We're getting things going.
Speaking of events, what has been your favorite event that you've attended lately?
One of my girlfriends that I know quite well, she's super sweet. Her name's Ava.
Yeah.
She threw an event the other night at Common, and it was so good. She had like a pop-up vendor.
Yeah.
They had vintage clothing everywhere out that you could purchase. There was a candle making, and then they had all kinds of stuff. The music was great. It was a launch party as well.
I was there.
It was it was a launch party as well for Jessie Danes.
It was great. Yeah, it was a release party.
Am I saying that
right? Jessie Dans.
Jessie Dans.
Yeah.
She had a release party for her and her video. Her video was great, by the way.
Yeah.
And you were there.
I was, yeah. It was a party. It was a vibe.
Yeah, it was a vibe. It was such a nice event. So, Yeah, a collab with me and her is coming up soon too, so
That's
keep
cool.
your eyes out for that.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's big things on the rise.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so in terms of creator culture,
Yeah.
do you feel like the posting all day, like 3 times a day, is just like exhausting if you're like a follower?
Oh, if we're talking from like what I think my followers think of it, I mean, they don't seem to mind too much. I mean, I've just recently picked up posting on a third TikTok account, and then I take everything that I post on TikTok and I'll cross post it to YouTube Shorts, and then to Instagram Reels and a couple other social media platforms that I have. So, from what I've seen, my followers don't really mind. They're cool with it, and like I've seen nothing but support for picking up now recently, just posting strictly my music TikToks. So.
Yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of shit posting though. I feel
100%.
You know, they're just like the videos with like a caption on.
Nah, let's get into that. Nah, 100%.
I mean, I just got into like posting regularly, especially since I started Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
And then Candice Rain. If you're not following at Candice Rain Connect, you definitely need to be following. It is a community for creators to meet other creators, essentially.
It is,
and
true.
for collabs, media, we're looking for everybody, so don't be shy. Back on track.
No, you're good, 100%.
So in terms of like creators, like I feel since I've started posting, that am I overwhelming, you know, my followers with posting so much? You
do feel it a little bit. Like it runs through the back of your head, but at the same time, if they're really someone who supports you and there's someone who's about like you just post on one account, right? Like
no, I have several accounts.
Okay,
yeah,
but like you post for now, like you're just posting one specific kind of content, right?
No, I do street stops, and then I do pop.
Sorry, let me rephrase it.
Interviews.
I mean it more like you're like, okay, so I post say music stuff on one TikTok account, and then I'll post like funny videos on another account, and then I'll post just like me on my third account. I keep those three groupings all separate, right?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So like you're still posting, you still post your groupings all on one named account, right?
Yeah.
Like, and everyone, like when you do that, everyone feels more like they're attaching themselves to you.
Yeah.
That versus like after a while, if you start drifting off into different kinds of content, like it depends on who is following you, because some of them will drop off because they like they knew this one version of you and now they're seeing another version of you, and it's like but the real ones will always stick around is what I was trying to come back to.
Yeah, totally. I agree with you there. What's an artist that locally that's on the come up that you think could use a little more shine?
I mean,
besides you.
I don't know. I don't really listen to any local artists. Like,
yeah, but you go to local shows and stuff. Is there someone that you maybe seen that like you're like, well,
there's people I can like shout out for the sake of shouting out, but there's no one I dedicatedly listen to that's from here. You feel me? Like, there's the entire Fresh Out the Trap scene, which if you aren't from Calgary, there is this local group called Fresh Out the Trap, and they are one of the very few rap collectives that are here that actually like promote, put on shows, and like show up for themselves as being rap dominant artists and groups that throw on that party. And there's like just yesterday I went to an underground dubstep show and that was fucking crazy. Like it was wild. It was at this two floor club, and I listened to house music up top, and then I went into the basement.
Where was my invite?
It was wild. I got you for the next time.
Yeah, I love house music.
Like,
oh my god, I like dubstep too, but I love
like you know those memes have you seen the memes going around about Paris and how there's an 8-story club?
Is it real?
Yeah, there's one in Paris and there's one in Berlin.
That sounds sick.
It is.
I actually want to go to Germany and Berlin so bad.
Berlin's got it going on.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even really care for Paris right now. Like I just feel I hear a lot of stuff about Paris. I'm just like
Paris is a little like it's a little overglorified. I won't lie, but like for the clubbing scene and shit like that, like Paris, Germany, all of Germany.
Germany, I really want to go to Germany. Like, that's next on the list.
So I went to this guy's show last night, and his name is Islander.
Yeah.
I and then Lander. Okay. Islander, and just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
And
okay.
And he was crazy. He makes like very hardcore dubstep, and like it was great to listen to. It was great to be in the show and like watch his people like jump around and like go fucking stupid for the music that he makes.
Yeah.
And that is he's an artist. I'd be like, yeah, he's someone who deserves more credit. Definitely.
Okay, there we go. We got one out of you.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like once you reach a certain point, artists, you have to listen to your own music and like focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I listen to other people's music when I want to like work with them as a feature, or like when I want to get to know someone because I think I can be friends with them, you know?
I kind of get what you're saying, because like even in the same for me, it's like I don't want to watch other people's stuff because I don't want to be influenced by it.
Yeah.
I want to have my own creative, and then I also don't want to feel like I need to be on the same level that they're on to be successful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want the comparison.
Yeah, I'm not the type to go and watch like celebrities podcasts and interviews because it makes me feel like it can create a twisted sense of reality watching that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like I'm not trying to like learn about you and be friends with you through what I see online. I want to actually like get to know you, and shit, if I ask you the same questions that just happen to be on a podcast, that's what I want to know about you, you know?
Yeah, I hear that. In terms of the underground scene, like do you think there could be a medium for underground artists that would help make it a little bit better or help give them a little more exposure? Like,
I don't know. What do you think?
What do I think?
You're someone who's given not just me, but like people a platform to come and find love on and come to, you know, get to talk on with this new podcast that you started developing. So yeah, as the host to 2 shows, I feel like you're better fit for this question than I am.
Okay, well, in terms of that, for underground, I mean, exposure is everything, right?
Of course.
I believe, I've said this before, I'll say it again, if you work with a community, you're going to go further, faster than working alone.
100%.
So collaborations and platforms and everything like that, I mean, that's where my niche is coming in. I want to be able to give people more platforms, more opportunities for collaboration, and more opportunity for exposure. Do you know what I mean? I do love the pop the balloon idea as well in terms of exposure, because it is a proven concept.
Yeah, it works kind of like Love Island, and like I was mentioning earlier, and shows like at the end of the day, it is reality TV, so you get to give someone a platform to do something, but like you do it for a very genuine reason.
But outside of that, when you're on Pop the Balloon, like I ask you what you do for business, so that's a great opportunity for you to promote your brand, your business, whatever you're working on. Yeah. Right? So it's not just love-based. I think it is good exposure as well. Yeah. So that's why I really like it. And then again, proven concept. Like, it's already popular in the States and other places. So I was like, this is a great wagon to jump on. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of other media companies who are also doing Pop the Balloon. That's true. It's not exclusive to just one media company. They haven't monopolized it. So I was like, this is a great chance for Canada to help put themselves on the map.
But I noticed the difference between yours and theirs is the fact that yours is still genuine. Right now.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. You have
it is genuine, people. Right? I try, like, you know, sometimes people come on and I mean, I can't really fish out everybody's intentions.
No,
but for all the episodes that I've filmed, and I've filmed a few now, they're just not posted. Like, people come on and they're genuinely looking for love. They're genuinely looking for a connection, right? So it's kind of nice, you know?
It is. What about you with music? What kind of music do you like?
I love everything.
Really?
Like, literally, like, when I was in college, I would listen to classical. I studied. I love house music. Like, give me a good festival. Let me pop off.
With the couple of parties I've seen you at now. Like,
listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I love a good party.
Absolutely.
So that's why I like event. Like, I love the idea of doing events too, because I love a good party. But in terms of music, I love everything: R&B, hip hop. I love dubstep.
That's awesome.
I love rock.
Yeah.
I love nothing more than the sound of a guitar.
Yeah?
Maybe a harp. I love.
What's your favorite band?
My favorite band?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I haven't listened to a band in a while, but when I was younger, I listened to, oh, God, like everything. Like Slipknot, Metallica. Yeah. Keeping Sick.
That's awesome.
Which is ska, Il Scarlet.
That's cool.
Like, I have so many.
I just recently found out about ska music, so like, I'm like starting to get into that world.
Ska is real cool. I do like ska. Ska was pretty big when I was young, like when I was in high school, I'd say.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I listened to a lot of rock, I was in high school.
Yeah.
Now I don't listen to it as much. Like, sometimes I'll listen to like an alternative band or something. But I do like country too, as long as you don't take me too south of the border, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah.
I won't listen to like metal anymore. Like when I was young, I did listen to a little bit of
Yeah,
metal,
yeah.
but I won't listen to metal anymore. It's like it's too much now. It's just like
Yeah, no,
like,
I get
don't
it.
like and like I don't like the devil aspect of that kind of stuff too.
Oh, 100%.
Like that kind of stuff I'm just not into. I think when I was younger I didn't understand it as much.
But like now you get the it's not like it's bad, it's just the negativity behind it.
I just like I don't like any like real negative like gritty shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Even some of the stuff that like Sexy Red comes out with, I'm just like, ew.
Yeah,
like, this is
or like
raunchy.
hardcore screamo music.
Yeah,
like,
which I used to listen to. So funny thing, there's a band called From First to Last.
Okay.
And the lead vocalist, who was the screamer, was Sonny Moore.
Yeah.
And Sonny Moore is Skrillex.
Yeah.
So he blew his vocal cords. Yeah, he blew his vocal cords, and then he got into like the, I want to say techno, but that's not right. He got into like the DJ
dubstep.
scene. Yeah,
dubstep
he's more
and
dubstep.
EDM.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You just put me onto something.
Yeah,
I
I got lots of little funny facts kicking around.
That's cool.
Yeah. I love music. I've always loved music. I've always loved art. Anything artistic, aesthetics. I love aesthetics. I love like, especially like makeup, looks, things like that. Like I never do my makeup super extreme just because that's just me.
No, but I agree. Like some cosplays and like when it gets really like artistic and intricate like that, like that's the cool stuff.
And like fashion, like sign me the up. 100%. Like I love fashion. Do you think that being a content creator is harder than a 9-to-5?
Like when it comes to the sheer amount of stuff you have to do as a creative, that's where I would say it's a little bit harder.
I definitely think it's harder than a 9-to-5, like especially if you're doing like events and stuff like that. You have to get all the people on board. You have
we're not just out partying and shit. There's like a whole actual thing behind it. And there's a lot of organization. A lot of hard work, and especially when you're organizing with other people on events and stuff, it's like people say they're going to do things, they don't do it, they don't show up, they're late. Like and then when you're managing a lot of people, it can get really hard. Or like you get an event space. I actually had this happen to me. I rented an event space. I called everybody there, and the girl had another like party going on in the next room, and it was so loud that like we couldn't record. And when I asked her for the space, I was like, we can't have anybody else in the other room because we're recording. And she said, yeah, okay, no problem, blah, blah, this time it will be free. And then she's like, oh, well, they went long, I'm just going to let them go long, kind of thing. And then I had to move my whole show to a different location. And luckily, like, everybody that was there was, like, super easygoing. They were able to relocate. We just did a later time on the same day. But it's just, like, all of those things can be so stressful. Not even just that. Like social media in itself is also like its own job. And at the end of the day, until you're making money, you're not making money at all.
100%.
Like, everything that we do until there's a certain point where you collect royalties and like, you know, brand deals and stuff like that, it's all for free. You have to put your time and effort into it.
And it's a lot. And like now, because there's so many people on social media, it's a lot of work because once upon a time you could post once a day.
You have to now you
have to be posting all day plus viral like content. And it's just it's a lot. And like even if you get the views, it doesn't automatically transfer to people following you and engaging consistently. So especially like me starting up, like I was like, this is wild.
And what sucks about that is like there's people who will do stuff for a bit, like make a whole thing up and like script the entire thing about it, where someone else might be doing it for real, and you would never know the difference. You would never know the difference. And like with AI coming in now, there's people who like
I can't even speak on AI.
I know it's that bad. Like
I can't.
Let me put the glass down for a second. Like it's there's so much fake in the world that we live in, where it makes it even harder for anyone who wants to be authentic or like wants to be raw about it. Like there was once upon a time where you could post a YouTube video raw, unedited, and people would love to see that content. And now it's like you gotta chop it up so thoroughly and like add a whole bunch.
The attention span.
Like you gotta.
That's why I don't like TikTok.
I know. I get it. I wish it was more like what I was talking about before, where it feels like watching TV, because that's what I loved about TikTok. And like, the fact that there's all this stuff going on makes it just like 1,000 times harder to be a creative in a space where you want to make it your 9-to-5.
And not only that, like people are there's so much fake, like you were saying, in the world.
Self-driven.
but people no, but I mean just fake like content and like scripted content and things like that. And then now we have AI, so people are already trying to live up to these standards of like the perfect life and like, do you know what I mean, the fun life that they're seeing online. And now we have to compete not only with people who are faking it, but also AI created content.
Or like,
and it sucks. I think AI definitely has its place in like technological advancement, but I also think that it hinders creativity. It hinders reality.
100%.
Like, it hinders the way people show up in the world and how they present. And it's sad. It's sad to see. And then even in the music industry, like AI created music and stuff like that. Like,
there's literal AI artists getting signed to labels. It would be so much nicer if it was used for what AI was supposed to be used for, which is like technical advancement, like you were talking about.
Like industry. Like industrial, I mean.
Not necessarily replacing people, but replacing the jobs that absolutely make sense to, like, you maybe want, like, you know, your Roomba to work a little bit faster, work a little bit better, but like taking the free will and taking the inspiration and the art out of it.
I can't stand that part. It makes me so like upset.
So that's just why it's even harder, like, at the end of the day, to be an artist, to be a creative working a 9 to 5.
I mean, but 9 to 5 though, I mean, people say that there's stability and stuff like that, but in this day and age with the economy, like, I don't see anybody like being able to live off,
especially here in Calgary, where like working a job doesn't necessarily mean you get to live off of the money that you make. Like, rent is crazy here.
What rent is crazy? Food
is crazy here. $300 for groceries.
Food is crazy here. Like, it's nuts.
It's
and then not only that, the other expenses, and then you have insurance policies that are going up because of hail, and then you have this and that and all of this stuff, and it's insane. All right, we're gonna do a speed round of this or that. Are you ready?
All right, yeah, I'm all in.
Okay, are you an attentive listener?
I would say so.
What color are my eyes?
I don't know. I don't know.
Brown. Okay, so red or blue?
Red.
Vanilla or freak of the week?
Freak of the week.
Okay, and smelly feet or no deodorant?
I would, if I could choose both, I would say fuck both, but I would say
pick one.
Deodorant.
Okay, EDM or R&B?
EDM all the way.
Friday or Monday?
Friday.
Cowgirl or CEO baddie?
CEO baddie.
Okay. OF girl or local blondies girl?
OF girl.
OF girl?
100%.
You don't like the local blondies girls?
I like all women, but you know, I like to go with a job too.
Blondies is a job.
I've never been there.
Local Blondies. It's a strip club.
Oh, you mean that place?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Blondies across from Common.
I've never been there.
You've never been there?
I date a stripper.
And what do you have to say to all the girls that broke your heart?
You missed your chance. Sorry.
Missed your chance. You missed it.
You could have been with the rock star, but you chose someone else.
Oh my goodness, you're hilarious.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was wonderful having you today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, Candice.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Bye. See y'all later.
Bye, guys.